Hi everyone, welcome and welcome back. I am Lindsay D and welcome to your soul growth message. We're going to hop right on in. When I was shuffling my oracles, I saw rebuilding your life, and then in reverse, I saw love and relationships. So this is, my soul growth channel. For love readings, I have my other channel, the Sacral Octopus Collective. It's in the description box. So this is going to be more the soul version as to what's going on. So definitely a situation where something was not quite working out and you're just wanting to rebuild at this point. So we're going to pull some stickers as, ow, always, as that just cut me. What the hell was that? Sorry, as a contractor, let me just get this piece of wood on out. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe you were stabbed in the back, because that just stabbed me and cut pretty deep. Maybe you have some wounds that cut pretty deep with the situation. So we'll pull some stickers, we'll see where you're at for your energy. Wow. Alright, so we're definitely cutting our losses, I feel like. Sorry, I saged and it's eating at me. Sometimes you win and sometimes you learn. Oof. That's a good way to look at things though. No rain, no flowers. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? Be joyful always. Whoo! Excuse me. So, off the rip, okay? You're just realizing the situation. I think it ate at you. I think you had to get a lot of mental clarity. I think there was a lot of enlightenment that you had to go through to get to this point. A lot of spiritual awakenings, a lot of dark night of the souls. But you're just realizing this is life. Sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And I think this was something that you had to learn. But you realize that, where there's no rain, there's no flowers. So you're taking this as a growing experience, okay? You're asking yourself, what are the lessons I can get out of this? Instead of, staying in a lack mentality or staying in a negative mindset, you're like, no, this is helping me to grow, and I'm going to take whatever I need to get from this, and I'm going to bring it to my next relationship. I'm sorry, did I roll my eyes out loud? This is you, I think, just not caring, but not in a apathetic, negative way. This is you just kind of standing in your ground, standing in your power, whoever this is that, again, I felt a stabbed you in the back kind of energy. You're just like, yeah, I don't really give a shit if you see me upset or not. Like, you are a lesson, not a blessing. I've had to grow through this. You've put me through the damn ringer. But now I'm grateful for this, okay? Be joyful always. Like, this is you seeing the sunshine in every day. This is you seeing the flowers and, waking up and smelling the roses instead of you waking up and, wanting to stab someone in the neck with the hate energy that I felt like was going on. Excuse me. Oh my God. This sage is killing me today. All right, I think I got it. Probably not. Who knows? All right, let's pull. All right. I honor my self-worth by asking for what I want. And that's what the situation made you do, okay? It made you question your self-worth. It made you question, what do I want? What do I want for my life? What do I want for myself? What does my future look like 10 years from now? What does my future look like 3 years from now? What are the actions I can take now that are going to get me to where I need to be? How can I heal myself so I am not, staying in this hateful energy? There's a lot of green, okay? A lot of heart chakra activation happening. How can I stay in this energy of love and compassion instead of wanting to, show someone how I really feel right now, okay? I feel some of you are just taking the high road in a situation. Look at that, more green. I breathe calmly and easily. I am safe in this moment. Let's see. Let's get a message, an animal spirit message. And then, I feel drawn to my Akashic deck. Polar bear. Stand up for yourself and speak your truth respectfully and compassionately with no attachment to the outcome, okay? The reading I just posted before this could resonate with you, okay? So again, you're speaking, you have no attachment to the outcome. You're speaking from a place of love, compassion, but you're also speaking from a place of authenticity, okay, from just being real and a true blue. So, if you have to roll your eyes and, throw a few digs in the process, like, you don't care. You don't care if this person sees that. You're standing strong in your beliefs. Polar bears are cold, so you could be having a cold shoulder to somebody, really just checking out, okay? I'm hearing really checking out, and you just saying, like, listen, X, Y, and Z happened. I'm good with this, okay? I don't want to do this anymore. Well, I want to get this. This is a wonderful soul growth lesson to learn, okay? Learning how to just take shit that's been handed to you, a bad relationship, whether this was a family, friend, lover, whatever it is that brought you down, like, kudos to you for learning how to grow through this and turning pain into power. That's the energy I feel with this. Jesus. No. Wisdom. That's what you've gained from this, okay? You've been here before and you know what to do, yet you fear disappointing others. The wise choice may not be the popular choice, but choose for the highest good in the situation. So this can be something that was really hard for you to do, okay? Something hard for you to walk away from, especially at first. But over time, okay, with healing, you're just kind of like, nope, I'm seeing sunshine now. I'm seeing the rays. I'm seeing the silver lining, and I'm going to keep pushing for that. You could be educating yourself on, I heard like psychology, human behavior, wondering why people do what they do. You could be educating yourself just on your own healing, okay? Getting into the books, okay? Getting into the knowledge, okay? I say this all the time. You could be doing archetypes, human design, astrology, numerology, natal charts, your own tarot, watching tarot videos, learning about, karmics, soulmates, twin flames if you resonate with that, learning about, what role does our family play when we like, I just heard, we're born into this family. I don't owe you anything. Like, okay, just because you're in my family, it doesn't mean I have to sit here through this. So, this is a wisdom kind of, energy. True enlightenment. Expand. And that's what the no rain, no flowers, okay? You're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities, and staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. It's time to make your world just a little bit bigger. It's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. And that's exactly what you're doing. I think you're turning your back to someone or something, and you're choosing yourself, and you're going to expand, okay? I just heard if you're saying to this person, you're either going to come with me or you're not. You're either going to grow or you're not. Like, I'm growing. You need to catch up with me. You need to do this with me. This is also you expanding yourself as a person, okay? This really resonates with the last reading I just did, okay? So you learning to pick your battles, speak, when you need to speak, stay quiet when you need to stay quiet, but expanding just how you express yourself, okay? Learning how to express yourself. You could be somebody that goes right for the throat, okay? But you're learning how to be more respectful and compassionate, okay? Again, I'm picking up more air signs, same as last reading, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. They're very cutthroat kinds of people, They're going to say their piece, and they know the art, and they are the art of detachment. They're going to say what they got to say, and they will probably block you and keep moving forward. And that's not as a petty, that's not a petty thing. That could be something you're doing, speaking your piece and then blocking somebody after. But that's not to have an upper hand or to be, the upper person and to be inferior. Superior to somebody. It's because you honor yourself, okay? And nothing that this person says or does is going to change your mind on how you feel and what you think and what your moral compass is and what your values are. So, you're stating what you want, and this is a big thing for you. And if you're not getting what you want, you're just going to keep moving the other way. Authenticity. This is you. Oh, I love this. This is you stepping into your power. This is you just being yourself. This is you not holding back, okay? And if that means this person has to see another side of you, that's maybe not so great, okay? This person or situation might have, just always known you as someone that's kind and giving and quiet and compassionate and a nurturer, a very Queen of Pentacles energy, but like not, like you're stepping into your authenticity, you're being real. Be your divine self at all times. You weren't designed to fit in. Break away from the expectations and fully express yourself in your own unique way, and you'll be a magnet for success. All right, so this is kind of you. I'm sorry, did you see me roll my eyes out loud? Like, this is you just not caring. This is you just being yourself. Like, I'm not hurting anyone. I'm being kind, respectful, and compassionate. If you can't handle, how I am, like, that's on you. That's on you, Larry. Self-doubt. You are questioning yourself and unable to move forward. Don't let fear hold you back. You have the strength and power to see it through. Now is the time to break free from this limiting pattern. And that's what you've learned. This is what you're releasing, is that self-doubt. And that's why you have the self-worth and you know what you want and you're asking for what you want. But again, that's not to say that didn't come at a cost. Okay, this could be not comfortable for you. You could be someone that's not used to doing this or being this way. So, it's new and you're stepping into your true self. I love this. I'm hearing you're a badass, okay? You're definitely someone that just could be like, I'll fight the good fight if I have to, but I will also walk away if I have to, and I do not care. Strategy and planning, okay? So there's a message here of, whatever you do, think before you speak, I'm hearing. Oh, what the hell that was about. All right. I'm going to get my spiritual cards. We'll dig a little deeper. I hate shuffling these. But it's so unsatisfying to like break it apart and then I probably should just break it and yeah, maybe I'll start shuffling it like that. I just feel bad. It's like more time for you guys, but just enjoy the ASMR, right? Also, I hope everyone's doing wonderful. If you're liking the content, please like, comment, subscribe. Greatly helps the channel. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. I hope this helps. This is something I'm very passionate about. Gambling in reverse. How good a poker player are you? You're not doing this anymore. You're not playing the game, okay? There was a game you were playing in order to keep peace, and you've learned. So now you know how to play the game of chess, I'm hearing, okay? You've done the seeking. You've done the, knowledge expansion. You've grown. So this is you not taking risks or, putting yourself half-ass out there or, putting on a face when this person or situation is giving you crap. Like, this is you straight up speaking your piece in a wise, concise, again, respectful, compassionate way. And not, not caring about the outcome, no attachment. Lots of blue. Reopen the lines of communication. Have you been missing someone and want to contact them again? Ooh. So for some of you in the situation, you might want to build with this person, okay? You might, or the situation, this might be something that you're having a hard time walking away from. For some of you, I'm going to say for half of you, this is a situation where somebody's going to be growing with you, okay? This is, you're going to speak your piece, you're going to plant your seeds, and this person or place or thing is going to, get that and be receptive to that. Seeing an elephant, more wisdom, more knowledge. This could be reopening the lines of communication, but again, you know your self-worth, you know what you want, you're not afraid to ask for it. So when you go into the situation, as much as you're given the cold shoulder, if you're out of that energy and you're not in that anymore, you're going to speak, but you're not going to be putting on a poker face. You're going to be very straightforward, very blunt, clear, concise. There's going to be no room for any type of misinterpretation or, there's going to be no room for anyone to misconstrue what you're saying. So there's definitely somebody on your mind that you want to reopen those lines with. 23, 2 and 3, okay? 3, communication, 2, duality, balancing relationships. You understanding that everyone has a light and dark within themselves and other people, okay? We all have good days, we all have bad days. We all don't grow unless we are put under pressure like a diamond, okay? We have to have a little fire under our ass to move. So you're mindful of that. You're aware of that. So whatever situation you're dealing with, you're like, okay, well, if you're growing and learning, like I can talk, I can do this, but I'm not reacting the same way. You don't have that same kind of grip on me that you used to have. Like, things are going to be different. So catch up, Buttercup, or be gone. Look at all the blue. EFT tapping. Psych yourself up with emotional freedom technique. So this is, the tapping that you can do all on your face, your chest. I actually just did a somatic yoga workout this morning that was tapping on your chest, and it kind of made me want to release a little bit of tears. It's pretty crazy. Like, you might be feeling called to somatic workouts, especially if you have any emotions you need to release. There's a reason why that's coming up, but like, I literally was doing a chest opening, a heart opening one, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, and never in my life, like, I've never had an experience like that. It was very spiritual, it was very beautiful, and I started, bawling. So this, to me, like, it doesn't have to be just tapping, but there's a block here within your spirituality. There's a block, I think, within your vessel. So Spirit is asking you, any type of, issues you are having with somebody, and stepping into authenticity, and stepping into your power. Like, find a way to psych yourself up with just moving your body, or at least tapping. Again, if journaling resonates, whatever it is that, stomping meditation, going for a run, going for a bike ride, but something to get that energy out of you. I think you got a lot of plugged up emotions, maybe like something residual that's not quite gone yet. And Spirit is saying, okay, like, you've done a lot of work, you're doing great. But if you want to, like, expand to your full potential, we got to release this last little bit that we're hanging on to. Go with the flow. Relax, it'll all work out in the end. Ooh, my mom used to say that to me all the time. I love that saying. Things work out as they're supposed to, okay? I'm seeing a lot of 1. You could be a life path 1. You could be a life path 7. You could be born on January 7th. You can be born on March 9th. I'm picking up Pisces. Or you could be an Aries. So I've got water and fire today. And a little bit of earth. But yeah, just go with the flow. This is just Spirit saying it's okay. Like, keep working on yourself. You've come this far. It's all going to be good. One more. No guts, no glory, if that's not Aries energy. I love this. This is the same as the last reading. It's like a progression. Look at the blue going right into the red. Okay, we got, gathering our thoughts, learning to speak, and boom, we're sending it, okay? No guts, no glory. Be brave. Go and do what you want to do. Ask for what you want. What is it that you want? Release the self-doubt. Be yourself. Okay, you've expanded. You've made it this far. You are wisening up, all right? You are standing up for yourself, okay? You're definitely giving someone the cold shoulder. I mean, that's what this blue could be too, besides talking, okay? I just heard Ice Queen, Ice King. Very air sign, very detached energy. This could be an energy of you shutting down sometimes. And Spirit saying, when you feel those emotions and you want to shut down, you kind of want to go right and retreat into this little shell, do some sort of movement, even just intuitive dancing, okay? That'll help release all of that. All right, let's pull some Where's my tarot cards? Right here. I'm hearing tea leaf. Fine. We're going to pull a couple of these and we'll get into tarot. Gotta do what I'm told, you guys. All right. I hear you, Spirit, loud and clear. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. Tankard. Beetle, good fortune. Wow. Turkey, someone is behaving stupidly. So yeah, when you're going, actually, let's pull the rest. Kite, vacation. Needle and thread, a sincere wish will be granted. Wow. So Spirit wanted me to use this deck. This is a message of encouragement. Handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So that's a huge message, okay? While you're expanding, while you're growing, while you're going on throughout this life, there could be somebody that's coming in to give you a help. That's part of this wisdom, okay? Very Hierophant energy. But Spirit is saying, you have celebration, fun, and enjoyment. You have good fortune coming, okay? When someone's behaving stupidly or someone's giving you shit, okay, this is... Again, go into your center, whatever it is, whatever kind of yoga position you need to do to reposition yourself, to find that balance within yourself and to help with any of that anxiety or the overthinking or the nervous system overload. This is what you got to do to deal with this person. Oh my God, Percy. Somebody could be named Percy. I'm a Steve Brule fan. I just heard you're turkey. Someone's being a turkey. Kite, vacation, and that's under relax. It'll all work out as it's supposed to. So again, this is a message to, if you want to go on a vacation, go on a vacation. Just do you, boo-boo, because things are working out behind the scenes for you. I don't quite, I don't know what it is exactly, but like there's an energy here of like, it's all going to be good. And again, I say this in all my readings. I'm the messenger. If I sensed something off or, something, there is difficult road at the bottom of this deck, release judgment. So you're going to have to plan. There's planning you're going to have to do while you're expanding. Like there's a lot being thrown on you, but there's a lot of duality in this reading. So while you're working on yourself and, you're shooting for what you want, Spirit's also saying, you need to relax and vacation and enjoy life a little bit if you want to keep the scales balanced. So Spirit can bring in these opportunities and this abundance and good fortune that is coming towards you. You could be seeing beetles. You could be seeing June bugs, or you could be seeing wild turkeys. And a sincere wish will be granted. So whatever it is you want to do, like release the doubt and go do it, because the Spirit is giving you the green light. They're saying, yes, this is something that is going to be good for you, beneficial for you. It's a huge yes. Big green flag. Oh my God. What tarot channel has the worst shuffling? This one does. I try. My hands are just so damn small. All right, Page of Wands. This is the enjoyment. This is opportunities that are going to spark your soul. Okay, this is you going into the world with the newfound wisdom and expansion, and not maybe getting rid of that cold shoulder and you having some more enthusiasm, okay? This is also more of that courageous energy. This is, saying, like, when this opportunity comes, like, jump for it, okay? You could be an entrepreneur. You could be wanting to start your own business. But this is also someone that's just energetic, okay? Again, you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. This is also good news, okay? Good news that's, again, going to spark your soul and set yourself on fire in a good way, It's going to be like, yes, I have a zest for life again. I have a new lease on life, and this is awesome. The Moon in reverse. This is releasing all of that fear. This is speaking. This is open communication. This is things in the dark coming to light. This is you getting shit off of your chest that you've been wanting to get off your chest. Like, you effed me over, or this isn't what I want in life, okay? We might not be so compatible, or this isn't the home life I want to live in, or this isn't the dynamic, this is toxic, or, whatever it is. This is you just speaking your piece, releasing that fear, going after what you want. This is also you, not deceiving yourself. This is you being real with yourself. A full moon can be important. King of Wands, and that is in reverse. Yeah, so again, King of Wands in reverse is my other narcissist card. Seven of Swords is kind of like my narc card. King of Wands. So you're dealing with someone that could have lied, could have been devious. Someone that's just about the self, okay? Someone that is very self-absorbed, someone that wasn't seeing things your way, somebody that wasn't willing to compromise. This is someone that could, speak down to you and just, be a jerk or a real jerk. So this is what you are having to deal with. Give me more on this King of Wands in reverse. What does collective need to do with this King of Wands in reverse? Strength. Spirit is saying you need to choose yourself. I think when this happens or when this person acts this way, this is where you get cold and you might cave into a shell and you might be nervous to speak or you might be nervous as to what's going to happen. As much as you're growing and doing the work, you're doing all of that. Spirit is saying that when this happens, like this is something that makes you feel vulnerable. This is something that fills you with self-doubt. It's funny, you have self-doubt with the strength in reverse and you have self-doubt up here. So I think this person or situation just really dimmed your light. So Spirit is saying to, reverse that. Put that energy again back into yourself and illuminate yourself. The Lovers. So this could be that situation coming to fruition, but this is also about choices. You choosing to go enjoy life. You choosing to want to work on something with somebody because it's for the best and highest good of everybody involved, okay? Some of you guys could have been abstinent for a little while from the sex scene and you're kind of wanting to get it back out there. You're like, okay, I've done the work. I've healed on myself. Can I attract somebody? I think you're attracting a situation where it's going to be the Lovers, okay? I'm hearing soulmate, it could be kindred spirits. This is somebody that's gonna have, similar moral compass, similar values, similar ways that you guys go about life. Okay, this is you kind of finding your soul tribe energy, but for some of you, this is you finding your person. This could happen while you're on vacation, or this could just happen while you least expect it. Four of Cups. A sincere wish will be granted, but do not refuse this. Okay, go after, don't miss out on this opportunity because you're staying stuck with something. This is also just you maybe not making a choice and kind of sitting there because you're afraid of what's going to come to fruition with, emotionally. This is also you focusing on the negative, again, having that self-doubt. So Spirit is saying, to not... Seven of Wands. It's about, again, another card of courage. Spirit, you're definitely defensive. Yeah, I feel like you get defensive, but not in a bad way. I feel like this is you just not being afraid to be an asshole if you need to be. But don't be pushing away something good, okay? If something can be worked out or something new is coming into your life and, you feel like it's the green light, make sure you jump on that. Don't miss out on something because you're staying stuck on something else. That is a huge message from Spirit. All right, any other cards? You know what? We're going to get the Bloom deck. This situation's a huge challenge for you. There's a lot of you having to stand up for yourself and defend yourself. There's a lot of duality. I'm sensing a lot of duality, a lot of I'm going to go run and hide because I'm afraid to add fuel to the fire. And then, maybe you bottle all that up and then it turns into exploding and just being like, rah, 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 like a barking dog because you have all this energy and whatnot. So contain it, know your strength, know what to say, when to say it, and, then send it. Wow. Guys, you can't make this up. You cannot make these up. Voice. I am confident in what I bring to the table. My mind holds unique ideas and perspectives that deserve their rightful place in any conversation. Again, so if you're being shut out, that's not going to be a thing anymore. There's going to be speaking. Promises. I'm learning self-trust by keeping promises to myself. Like I value commitments to others. Keeping my word is how I learn to trust myself. This is that strength in reverse, okay? You learning how to trust yourself and how to have value in yourself. Weight. I am not meant to carry the world's weight on my shoulders. Some issues are meant for me to tackle, while some burdens are not mine to bear. And that's what you're doing, okay? You're not doing the work for this person or situation. You could be somebody that was just, speaking like, hey, like, we could be this could happen if we do this, or, blah, blah, blah. And you were carrying this person's work, okay? Basically doing the shadow work for this person. That's when you're kind of cutting the ties. And that's where that strength in reverse also is, like, it got you down. Like, this is something that completely stripped you mentally, physically. And you're not meant to carry this person's weight. This person has to go do this, whatever it is, on their own. And yes, it could be a difficult road. And, I don't know when, you guys could be meeting a soulmate or somebody, short term in the meantime, or this could be somebody that's going to be, long term for you if you so choose. But just continue to go with the flow and everything's going to work out as it's supposed to be. This is all part of the path, okay? So you might feel stuck or bound to this person, place, or thing in some sort of way. But, if you love something, let it go. If it's meant to be, it will come back. And you have to let this person or situation go and expand, and sometimes that is going to be without you, and in the meantime you have your own way that you're going to go expand, and then if it's meant to be, you'll come back together and reunite in a way that's going to be healthy and beneficial for everybody involved, and that is the Lovers upright coming at you. All right, we are going to pull, I hope this helped, I hope this brought you some peace, clarity, validation. We're going to pull some charms. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. The most anxious people with their nervous systems all a mess are just the people that are afraid to just say it. What's the worst that can happen? Someone's going to say no. But you can't if someone's response is going to make you feel a certain way, like you have to work that out and learn how to navigate that. Can't be reactive like that. I can. Yes, you can do this. We have a heart, okay? This is you learning how to speak with more compassion. This is you not shutting down and not having, that poker face. This is you being more vulnerable and open with your heart and with your words. Ooh, a skate. Like the little sea creatures. What the hell? Oh my God, the word is on the tip of my tongue. Stingray, like a stingray. I just heard burying the hatchet, burying the emotions. I think they kind of chill in the sand, this is that not being caught up in your emotions kind of energy. Again, it's more, anything with the water for me is just going with the flow. What is this? How funny is that? We have a clamshell, a pink clamshell with a happy face on it. So a lot of, again, saying it's all going to work out. Okay, your emotions, if you continue to go with the flow and just don't clam up, okay? Have protection over yourself and be discerning about situations, but don't be closed off. And an owl, this is that wisdom. And this is under a sincere wish will be granted. And that's for all the work that you have done on yourself. All right, you guys, let's get some zodiacs and some life paths to close this out. This is just extra confirmation. This could be you, the people you're dealing with. All right, we have Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, life path 1, life path 11, and life path 6. We'll roll one more time. Capricorn again. Capricorn's been heavy in the readings. Gemini and Pisces. We have life path 11 again, life path 3, and life path 4. All right, you guys, again, I hope this helped. I hope it brought you some peace, clarity, validation. Please like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, ciao, ciao.